King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands attends a celebration in Den Haag. The princely family of Monaco distribute packages in Monte Carlo. And Crown Princess Mary of Denmark stars in a new television program on DR1. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Thursday, November 16th, 2023. In Copenhagen, it was announced that Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark and Danish journalist and doctor Peter Geisling will star in a new television program entitled Nature and Our Minds, The Crown Princess at the North Sea. In the DR1 produced show, the Crown Princess and Dr. Geisling will visit the North Sea to discuss nature's impact on mental health and well-being. As you all may know by now, the Crown Princess has worked to combat loneliness and focus on positive mental health and well-being. At the same time, the Crown Princess has always had a special attachment to nature. According to DR1, via a press release, quote, Dr. Peter Geisling has invited the Crown Princess out into nature for a conversation with 3 Danes who have all had a difficult time. They have struggled with stress, mental disorders, and grief. But what they have in common is that they have used nature to find peace and balance in their lives. The Crown Princess has chosen for them to meet somewhere in Danish nature, which can be both wild and calm, just like our minds. That place is the North Sea, which was one of the Crown Princess's first encounters with Danish nature when she came to the country. The Crown Princess also invites viewers into her wild garden at Fredensborg Slot, because nature and the importance of looking after it is an essential part of the Crown Princess's life and work. For the Crown Princess, it is also important that people talk more openly about their mental health so that we avoid taboos. Only in this way can we create more openness and tolerance. End quote. Nature and Our Mind, The Crown Princess at the North Sea will premiere on Thursday, November 30th at 6 a.m. on DRTV and on DR1 at 8 p.m. Just on a side note, I must say that nature really does wonders for one's mind and soul. When I'm feeling a bit stressed or when I need to disconnect from social media, television, etc., I just simply grab my surfboard, paddle out to sea, and just connect with the ocean and nature. It's really is calming, and I hope more people get out into nature and put down their phones and just stop watching TV and really just, like I said, get out into nature and connect. It does wonders. Okay, moving on. Meanwhile, in Fredensborg, Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark hosted the traditional King's Hunt and Grand Banquet in Grib Forest this morning. Today's snowy hunt in North Zealand, with the Crown Prince leading, of course, is one of 3 annual King's Hunts, but it slightly differs from the other 2 simply due to the guest list, which typically includes Danish nobility and members of non-reigning royal houses. In the evening, Her Majesty the Queen hosted a grand banquet in the famous Dome Hall at Fredensborg Slot. In Oslo, His Majesty King Harald V of Norway and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway held a meeting this morning with the Prime Minister of Norway, Mr. Jonas Støre. In the afternoon, the Crown Prince attended Day 3 of the 3rd edition of the Future Meeting in Oslo, organized by the Crown Prince Couples Fund. According to the Norwegian Royal Court, the week-long meeting gathered 50 young people from all over Norway for a week of debates and workshops. On Wednesday, Her Majesty Queen Sylvia of Sweden presided over the presentation of the Queen Sylvia's Prize to a young Alzheimer's researcher at the German Church in Stockholm. The winner of the award went to Dr. Jacob Vogel of Lund University. According to the Swedish Royal Court, Dr. Vogel is a leading researcher in neurodegenerative diseases and has already contributed several important findings to Alzheimer's research. Quote, among other things, he has led an influential study that showed that changes in the brain related to Alzheimer's vary from person to person. End quote. In the afternoon, Their Majesties King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden, accompanied by their Royal Highnesses Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel of Sweden, hosted the traditional diplomatic reception at the Royal Palace. In Monte Carlo, Their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, accompanied by Miss Camille Gottlieb, visited the headquarters of the Croix-Rouge Monégasque this morning. The purpose of the visit was to participate in the annual presentation of packages, which included food and toiletries and other items to Monégasque citizens. French citizens living in towns bordering Monaco, such as Beausoleil, also received packages from the prince and princess. The presentation of packages is a tradition that takes place ahead of Fête Nationale Monégasque. The Sovereign Prince is president of the Croix-Rouge Monégasque, Princess Charlene is vice president, and Miss Gottlieb is the head of the Croix-Rouge Monégasque Youth Department. On Monday, the Sovereign Prince couple sat down for an exclusive interview with the newspaper Monaco Matin, ahead of Fête Nationale Monégasque on Sunday, November 19th. In the interview, which took place in the family room at the Palais Français, the Sovereign Prince couple discussed the preparations for Sunday's celebrations and their children, His Serene Highness, Hereditary Prince Jacques of Monaco, and Her Serene Highness, Princess Gabriella of Monaco. In the interview, the princess said, quote, "Our children embody the future of the Principality," end quote. While the Sovereign Prince spoke about international news, major projects in the Principality, sports, politics, and much more. The full interview with the Sovereign Prince couple of Monaco will be available in Sunday's edition of Monaco Matin. In Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg held audiences this morning with members of the outgoing government, including the amazing former Minister of the Economy, Mr. Franz Fayot, at the Palais Grand Ducal. During the meeting, the Grand Duke, quote, thanked them for their commitment to the Grand Duchy, end quote. Aw, I'm going to miss Mr. Fayot. He was buddies with the hereditary Grand Duke of Luxembourg. They traveled a lot together. He seems like a nice guy. Oh well. On Wednesday, the Grand Duke, accompanied by the Minister of Social Security, Mr. Claude Hagen, attended an academic session on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of the Herd Bunch Fire Rung in Edelbrock. According to the Cour Grand Ducal, the Herd Bunch Fire Rung is the genealogical register of Luxembourg livestock, maintained by the agricultural cooperative Convis. The academic session, quote, highlighted the origins of cattle monitoring, which since 1923 has made it possible to guarantee the descent and quality of Luxembourg animals. With digital evolution, genealogical information is now correlated with other data. Economy, animal welfare, water consumption, and the environment, a very, very useful advancement in the daily lives of breeders. End quote. I need to work on my Luxembourgish. Herd Bunch Fire Rung? That can't be right. I looked it up, but there was nothing. Oh well. Herd Bunch Fire Rung. His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands attended the 25th anniversary celebrations of ECP, a platform for information society, at the Fokker Terminal in Den Haag. According to RVD, the ECP gathers, quote, government, science, business education, and social organizations. The platform coordinates programs and publications and works together with its participants to create a reliable, promising, and resilient digital society, end quote. And finally, His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom attended a reception at the Lambeth Palace Library with faith leaders from across the United Kingdom to start the mark of Interfaith Week. During the reception, the King and guests viewed an exhibition of, quote, interfaith items from Lambeth Palace's historic collection. The king also met with individuals working on Project Spire, which is being carried out by the church commissioners. Project Spire is an ongoing research that seeks to gain an improved understanding of the links between the Church of England's endowment fund, historically known as Queen Anne's Bounty, and transatlantic chattel slavery. End quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow on Friday, November 17th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful afternoon and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.